Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Honest Abe checking in with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. It is Florida week here in Tennessee, and man, we got UT playing Florida here tomorrow night at 7 p.m., and it's going to be a huge game. But before I get started and talk about my little pregame, I want to give a little shout out to Catfish on the Volunteer Road Show. He was in a truck wreck the other day, and Catfish, I wish you the best. And for those of you who don't know, who might not be subscribed to his channel, go and check him out. Give him some love. He was even putting out videos while he was in the hospital. But he was one of the first ones to reach out to me on YouTube, and I really appreciate that. And so I just wish you the best, Catfish. Get well, and keep making those videos. We love them. But yeah, guys, definitely check out his channel. It's a Volunteer Roadshow, and Catfish bring it to you live from the Volunteer Roadshow. He all the time, so he does a great job. So check those videos out. So Tennessee plays Florida tomorrow night, and it is going to be a tough game, I think. Both of these teams are kind of questionable, rebuilding, so to speak. And Dan Mullen, I think he's going to do a good job also at Florida. But right now, what I look for Tennessee to do is come out strong. Use the home field advantage. Admiral Schofield and VFL Films, they came out with a film the other day of him, and I think another one came out today. But yeah, just keep it up, that hype, about Florida coming to Tennessee, Neyland Stadium, and, the crowd being in it. I look for the crowd to be in it the whole game. If you're a Tennessee fan and you come out of there with a voice, then something's wrong, basically. And so keep that stadium rocking. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there, but, that's okay. And one of the main things I look for is, Garantano, the quarterback, to play well, make good decisions, and, use his legs as well. I want to see Pruitt add another dimension to the offense. Instead of handing off, I want to see Garantano, pull some back in, run outside. If that defensive end breaks down, he pulls it out, runs. Just to keep the defense on their toes. I do think Garantano is pretty accurate passer, and so I'm not too worried about that. But definitely want the receivers to make some big plays this weekend and get that offense rolling. Running especially Ty Chandler and them. Get those running backs rolling. I think I heard a funny statistic the other day about the past 7 matchups or something. The team that led the game in rushing, they ended up losing the game, which typically is the opposite. If you lead the game in rushing, you win, which I think is kind of funny. But the past several games have been a tail sign of, one team passed for a whole lot of yards, and then the other team kind of ran for a whole bunch, but they didn't. They didn't end up winning. That Florida offense, a high-power passing offense, that we've seen over the years. It's going to be. Let's see what Dan Mullen does. I think our defense is a little bit better than theirs, so I think we could probably hold them in check. And I think that their offense has struggled. Florida's offense has struggled the past couple of weeks. And so what is our defense going to be able to do? Is our defense going to be able to step up? Is our secondary going to be able to cover? We got a young secondary. We're playing a couple freshmen out there. What are they going to be able to do to stop that Florida offense, that passing game? Our defensive ends going to be able to break down and get in the backfield. How's our linebacking going to do? There's definitely some questions. UTEP, ETSU. Obviously they were lesser opponents, and this is the meat of the schedule right here. We are in SEC schedule now, and I think this will be a little bit of a measuring stick for us on how well our season's going to go. I think we can pick up a win. And picking up a win right now means we're at 3 wins, so we only need 3 more to get to a bowl game, which is great. And I think there are 3 more wins at the end of the season, for sure. But what is Tennessee going to do? What are we going to look like as we get into the SEC grind? The Alabamas, the South Carolinas, of course, the Georgias. What are we going to look like against them? And I know, it seems always that Tennessee plays even harder, so to speak, or better against high-powered offenses or high-powered teams like in Alabama, like a Florida, like a Georgia. We play better for some reason. I don't get that. But it tends to be what happens. Maybe it's just a hype to build up of the game. The rivalry, something like that. But I definitely look forward to seeing Tennessee, come out strong tomorrow against Florida, and let's just see what happens. I'm going to give you guys a prediction here. I think the score is going to be 27-23 Tennessee. That's my prediction, 27-23. I think it's not going to be as a high-scoring game. I think you're going to see the offenses struggle a little bit back and forth. But I do think that some points will be put up eventually. But yeah, guys, I'll definitely look forward to the game. Check it out, 7 o'clock tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. I will be checking back in tomorrow evening after the game. This is Honest Abe signing off. We'll see you.